Hi, my name's Scott Gardner. I work for Davey Tree. I'm the district manager, and right now we're in Stanley Park near the hollow tree, the cedar tree. So zombie trees are trees that appear to be in good health, but have the potential of failing at any time.
So I'm looking around us right now. We're surrounded by trees. How do you go about identifying a zombie tree?
So with this, it's a more in-depth inspection of the tree. So it's easy to forget about the roots, where we can inspect the base of a trunk and look for decay or signs of mushrooms growing on the trees. We can see different growth patterns in the tree. So that's for the root section. For the upper canopy, there are abnormal growth patterns, damage, decay that can happen in the tree that to the untrained eye might look like a cool tree, but to an arborist we could see it as an early sign of decay that's setting in. With an obvious dead tree that's 100% dead, it's super obvious that that's dead. To the untrained eye, you're like, well, my tree used to be alive, now it's dead. With zombie trees, loss of foliage is not an indication that these defects are present. So just today we had 2 trees that failed on people's houses, and both of them had a full canopy of foliage. There was root rot or decay in the root, and the tree failed at the base. So those are perfect examples of trees that are zombie trees that to the untrained eye they would look completely fine. It was green, it was fine, but those are the ones when they fail that would cause these problems.
So going off of that, what sort of trees are susceptible?
So different trees have different growth patterns that can cause failure. Hemlocks, Douglas firs have very long overextended limbs, and the structure is supported through the bottom part of the limb, and as a result, when they get loaded with wind and snow, there's a higher likelihood that those branches are going to fall.
So now I think we should go and investigate some trees and see if they're zombified.
Sounds good.
Great. Okay, so out of these trees here, are there any that catch your eye?
Oh, here's a perfect example. So this maple tree, there's decay that's starting to set into this portion right here. So given that the decay is at the base of the tree, this is an indication that if there was a failure, there's a high likelihood it would be at this point. We have tools available to inspect and see how deeply this goes in, and see how far the decay is gone. So this is something that you would want to be on the lookout for to identify trees that have the potential of being a zombie tree.
We're just coming off the back of a significant drought season. How busy are you in your job responding to calls from people with zombie trees?
We're very busy. In fact, right when I'm done with this, I'm going to jump on the road to go visit some sites with some failed trees. With the extended drought period, the trees, they're forced to use their stored energy to combat the drought, and they're unable to produce excessive stored energy to fight back against pests, against storms, against other things. So we'll see one of 2 things happen: either catastrophic failure, or we'll see a abrupt death. At the end of the day, if you have a tree on your property, it's your responsibility to manage that, and having a professional come in and take a look at it is one of the best things you can do.